What's going on, guys? Bart here with Working the Shoot. And I want to thank all of you for stopping by, liking, commenting, sharing, all that beautiful YouTube stuff. I hope that today is the day I earn that subscription. And we come to you today from Working the Shoot for our Backlash 2023 predictions for this upcoming Saturday's pay-per-view. I'm still going to be stubborn and call it pay-per-views and not premium live events, because watching two crackheads fight can be a premium live event depending on where you're living, right? And you don't have to pay anything for that. You just walk down. You can just walk down a random street, in some neighborhoods. But I digress. WWE Wrestlemania Backlash 2023 is coming up in a couple of days, and I thought that we could get into the predictions part of the show. This is the first pay-per-view since WrestleMania, obviously, and a few things have happened since then to now. We've seen a Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes feud start. We've seen the successful first defense of KO and Sami Zayn. We have yet to see Roman Reigns. We've seen a new title unveiled. We see Seth Rollins against Almost for the number one contendership of which title? You know what I mean? Maybe the introduction of the new world title or the old new version of the world title can be a video upon itself. But I think that the goal of that title is to be crowned with a winner come the next Saudi Arabia show. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get into the Backlash 2023 productions. Duck, duck, goose. Okay, I guess I'm a little all over the place today. The first match we're going to go over, and if there's any other matches that come up between now and then, is purely last-minute additions or changes. Let's remember that card is always subject to change when it comes to Vince and these type of productions. But no. I'm sorry, guys. In no particular order of match order, Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. I feel like this is going to be an obvious win for Cody. I don't really... this has been kind of a dumb storyline in a way, to where the whole motivation for this is that Brock Lesnar was the first match at WrestleMania, not the main event. So why is he beating up Cody Rhodes? Why is he not beating himself up for not winning the Royal Rumble? Or why is he not beating up Triple H and Vince McMahon for making the matches? Or anything like that. I'm going to go to Cody. I'm going to beat up the guy who wants the title also. Or because I was first. I was the first match and he was the last match. If that's the case, then he should have beaten up Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn then. Because they were the main event of night one, right? And then the Usos beat up the Usos, right? And the Bloodline, because they were part of that too. The story makes no sense. It sounds like a Vince McMahon insert just to get Brock Lesnar in there. Make him sound like he's a 5-year-old. That he got a match, but because it wasn't the last match, I'm gonna complain. You're not the champion. It's not a special type of match. I love Brock Lesnar, but he's annoying as hell sometimes. Cody Rhodes is going to win this match. Let's be honest. The next match we got or on the list is Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle versus Jimmy J, Uso, and Solo Sikoa in a six-man tag. Basically, this is the Bloodline, perhaps making the last stand against these three guys because the Usos were unable to regain the tag team titles. So I'm sure Roman Reigns is not too happy about that on a character level. Solo Sikoa is getting closer and closer to turning on his brothers. And at this point, the Usos are going to one show, and him and Roman are going to another show. So we very well may see separation of the Bloodline here, even if it's without Roman Reigns in attendance on some level. As far as a winner, I'm going with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle. So that's who I'm choosing to win that six-man tag. The next match that I'm going to give my thoughts on is the U.S. title triple threat match with Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, and Bronson Reed. Now, I'm going to do one of these things where I personally would like to see or wouldn't mind seeing Bronson Reed win the U.S. title. But what I think is actually going to happen is that Austin Theory is going to retain the title. And I'm sure it's going to be some shenanigans on his part that he comes up from behind and sneaks out a victory. Austin Theory needs to be a little cheeky heel, right? That can kick your ass, but he's also kind of like a chicken shit heel too. And I think that Austin Theory is going to wind up retaining, but I wouldn't mind seeing Bronson Reed winning either. Alright, so the next two matches that I have here are going to be interesting for the fact that because of the Raw that recently happened, these two superstars were put on the opposite show despite holding a singles title. The first match I'm going to talk about is Bianca Belair versus Io Sky for the Raw Women's title. I believe that Bianca Belair is going to retain this belt. I believe it's going to be a good match, no doubt about it, but with how they've been pushing Io Sky since the last few months, I don't really see this as a real contender for right now, especially with Bianca Belair going from Raw to SmackDown, which leads me into this next match, Rhea Ripley versus Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez. Wow. No way. What? Selena. Alright. Now, I think Rhea's going to wind up retaining here too for pretty much the same reasons. She just recently won the title. She's going to be going to Raw from SmackDown. And I'm not sure if they're going to have these ladies lose the titles. But I'm not really interested in seeing a belt swap either between the both of them. So I don't really know what they're going to do as far as that's concerned. But as far as the two women champions going into their matches, they're both going to come out retaining their title. The next match I'm going to talk about is Seth Rollins versus Omos for the number one contendership for the undisputed WWE Universal title. And I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins is going to be the one that wins here. It will draw in more money. But knowing Vince again, he may have Omos win just because he likes giants, and he might think that a match between Omos and Roman Reigns might be a match of two big beefy men slapping man meat together. But I don't think this match is going to turn out the way Vince is hoping if he is going to push Omos to that title shot. I really hope he doesn't. I like Omos. I think that he needs some more time, more reps, and Seth Rollins has really been on fire lately, so I'm hoping that Seth Rollins can become the number one contender and have himself a nice little match with Roman Reigns. And the last match I'm going to talk about here is Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest in a street fight. Now, this may be the main event, okay, because the pay-per-view is happening in Puerto Rico, and Bad Bunny is an international music icon that was born and raised in Puerto Rico, and he's involved himself with the WWE before. Actually, him and Damian Priest had teamed up before a year or two back, maybe. And the last appearance by Bad Bunny was at this last year's WrestleMania when Rey Mysterio was going against Dominic. When the Judgment Day decided to step in, Bad Bunny decided to help the Rey Mysterio out and chase off the Judgment Day, which is leading to this match between Damian Priest and Bad Bunny tonight. Well, the night of the pay-per-view, which is in a couple nights from now. I think that Bad Bunny is going to win this because, A, he's a good guy. He was being the upstanding citizen to helping Ray out with his bratty kid. We're in Puerto Rico. He's from Puerto Rico. He's the hometown hero that night. I would be surprised that if they had Bad Bunny lose, that there would be not some sort of return match for Bad Bunny to get his win back somehow. That's why I think that Damian Priest can deal with a loss here. And being it's a street fight, they can make some shenanigans happen. And maybe reward Damian Priest with the Money in the Bank briefcase in a few months. Maybe just a little idea. I think he deserves to have a little title run. You know, he's a big boy. He's good, man. He's good. I like him. His look is good. He looks legitimately terrorizing and intimidating. So I'd like to see Damian Priest one day be in the main event for that title one day. Preferably the WWE title. But those are the matches as of the time of this recording. I'd like for you to tell me what your predictions are for the pay-per-view. What are you hoping to see? You think there's going to be any swerves, any surprises, any returns, anything like that? And yeah, just let me know what your thoughts are down below. And until next time, peace, Nickums.